channel. It's Biscuit. How is everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's having a good day. I just thought I would come on here and do a watch me work. I wanted to practice a set that I actually seen via, I think it was Pinterest, but I kind of wanted to change up the colors a little bit. So this will be like a recreate type of video, and my inspo is coming from this picture here, but instead of so I'm thinking um, red, black, and white. But yeah, so this is going for today, and so let's get started. I already have my practice hand prepped and ready to go. Only thing that I'll need to do is actually just remove the shine from the tips. So I am going to do that. Oh, and I don't have my tablet, my iPad today, so let me just go to my phone. Okay, so that way I'll be able to see the comments. So I'm gonna turn this on about 4,000 RPMs, and get my nail stand that'll be able to hold up the hand a little bit better for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. Disregard my nails, but I am going to just remove the shine from the tip just so that we have a nice rough and groove surface to work with. Hi Erica, thanks for tuning in. Hello Stacy, thanks for tuning in. Hi Shanita. Hello Tracy. Figure I haven't used my practice hand in so long. Let's go ahead and break her out here. Hello Latricia. So I said in the beginning of the video where I'm getting my inspo from, which was, so I'll show you guys again. These are the nails that I kind of want to recreate, but I want to recreate them in red. So I thought these were cute, simple but cute. So, and that will also give me a chance to try out my nude acrylic powders that I purchased. So that's the inspo. We are going for a so I removed the shine from my nails, and now I'm just going to glue on my nail tips. I know it's something simple, but I am definitely okay with simple. And I am going to get out my KDS nail glue. I already actually pre-measured my tips. I'm using, yes, Amazon truck just pulled up. We're going to be using tip here, just a nice little dot. And obviously when you are trying to find your nail tips, make sure that they fit from sidewall to sidewall. Okay. And obviously I inserted nail tips in here for my practice hand, just to let you know. I did that. So let me see, is this the right one? That one goes here. That one's there. And I think this one's here. Okay. And you can also just put a little dot here. Either way it goes, it should be the same as far as getting your nail tip adhered. So you could do either way. Either method works. Hello, hello, Allison. hold it for a few seconds. Hi, Crystal. No, you did not miss it. Thanks for joining. Right, so there we go. Our tips are on, and I'm actually going to keep this length. Obviously, because you saw the inspo picture, I want a little bit to work with. So this is what we are doing. All right, so as always, I'm working on my hand like this is a regular client. So we are going to blend the tips in with the natural nail. And we are going to also remove the shine from the tip. This will also help adhere the acrylic to the nail tip. Some people say this is an optional step. This is actually an optional step if you don't want to, but personally, I like to do it. Just a quick blend, nothing too harsh, up and down. Even if there's some areas that you don't get, it's all right. So we remove the shine. And I'm actually going to take the nail file and just kind of crispen up the sides just a little bit. Okay. I just want to make sure that it's nice and even. And you don't have to hold all fingers in hand. You could just do one finger at a time. It's up to you. Okay. So we're just gonna push our tips back in there. Okay. So this looks good. And typically what you would do is you would want to apply your nail primer and dehydrator. Ooh, look, I'm losing her ring. But for the sake of the video, obviously this is a practice hand, so there's no need for that. But you can get rid of this dust that's on the nails by wiping it off and dusting it off. Okay. So here we go. Oh, thank you for the love. It's always love. Okay. So we did that. That's good. So we are going to use, I said I wanted to use nude, right? If you guys have been following my channel for a few days, you guys know I just received this Cover Nude blush. So we are going to use that today to lay our foundation. So we're going to use that, and I'm going to probably cap it with clear. I'm not sure yet, but I'm just going to pull that out just in case I'm going to do that. So here's our nude. We will be swatching. Again, here is my monomer. Obviously, I've been doing a lot of practice sets, so I tend to leave the cotton balls in there because it's not really bothering me. But when it comes time for me to actually do a client, I will take those out and clean it down because I don't want to waste any monomer. So that is a tip for me. And let's see, today we are going to use my panna brush. As always, I've actually grown to love this brush, surprisingly. I had mixed reviews on it for myself, but it turns out that I actually really do like this brush. Okay, so we got our brush working. Oh, thanks, Allison. All right. We got that. I'm trying to make sure we get everything, and we are ready to go. The cotton balls. Okay, so I've been practicing a lot on my practice hand and like doing a lot of swatches. So if you guys don't know, I've had glitter mixes. I sell my glitter mixes on my eBay store. So hypothetically, this is a glitter mix that I made. It's called Blue Ivy. And all my mixes are $7. They're 2 ounces. On my website, the link is in the description box if you're interested. And typically when you are doing a glitter set and you're trying to mix back and forth between something that doesn't have glitter, the cotton balls will absorb the glitters. Here, let me tell you right here. You see, there's a piece of glitter right there, right? So that cotton ball is going to hold that glitter down there so it doesn't get on my brush when I am going to pick up another bead of acrylic. The size, hi Sammy. The size of my brush is a size 12 from Panna. And Amazon special. It should be on my Amazon storefront. So that's the reason for that. So I'll do a demonstration, right? So here is my glitter mix. This is called Blue Ivy. For those that are interested, again, it's already pre-mixed and ready to go. And it's only mixed with the best quality products, right? So hypothetically, you see there's a little bit of glitter. So if I just tap it on the cotton ball and rub it off, that glitter will come off of my brush. So now I have a clean brush to work with. There we go. Let's pick that up again. So there's the glitter mix. All right. So see here, here's some glitter. Hypothetically, if I don't get all of it off, like there's a little piece there, and I rub it on, see the cotton ball just took off that glitter. So that is the purpose for the cotton ball in there. But again, that's only because I've been practicing. And like I said, now you can pick up your clear without having to worry about having any glitter inside of your clear. Again, you got some glitter here. Just rub it on the cotton ball. All right. So there we go. Oh, you are welcome. So yes, that's just one of my mini glitter acrylic mixes. I have so many on my website if you guys are interested. But yes, so now you know why I have the cotton balls in there. But again, it's only when I'm practicing or if I do have a client that wants a glitter mix or glitter on their hands, okay? So typically what you could do is if you do have a client that wants a refill or that will be coming back to you, you can actually add a layer of clear acrylic to the nail. So that way when they come back for a fill, all you have to do is get rid of the layer of the colored acrylic. That's if you wanted to. So just for this pinky, I will go ahead and apply that thin layer. And push it up to the cuticle. Okay, so that would be a thin layer, right? So, but for me, I don't really need that because we're just doing a nude set. Oh, you're welcome. Sorry, I'm taking some time to read the comments too. Yes, this panel brush has actually been pretty good to me. Like I said, I don't have any complaints. So far, so good. And so here's the bead of acrylic that I'm using. Okay. So typically what I like to do is place the first bead in the middle of the nail just so that way we can start to build our strength, which is why I put the bead right there. And then I typically like to continue to build down, but just make sure that you are holding on to that shape because you don't want to lose that shape. The monomer that I am using is my Young Nails. I always use Young Nails from all of my clients. And I always use my Young Nails clear to cap, always. No problem. Yes, you guys ask me whatever questions you like while I am working on this nail. So my last bead is gonna go right here, which is going to be the one closest to the cuticle. And I don't want to put it right on the cuticle. Obviously you want to push it up so that way you don't flood the cuticle. And just make sure you clean the sides up. And I'm just gonna add one more bead here to finish out the nail. And we'll come back and we'll cap it. The Young Nails monomer isn't strong. Obviously, I have an air purifier, so and typically, as of right now, most of my clients wear masks as it is, so it's not strong to me. But any monomer is going to have an odor. Even if you get odorless monomer, there is still actually an odor. Most of the monomers that are odorless take a long time to dry. Okay, so we're just gonna push that up into the cuticle area. Yes, the air purifier does help. Oh, no problem. The air purifier I got is from Amazon. I love it. It works really great. Target has a good one too. Just look at the details of and the description of what you're looking for in an air purifier, because there's different ones out there. Hello, hello. Yes, I am still doing my one-on-one nail classes. I just take them based on if you guys are interested in doing them. So yes, I am. The one-on-one classes are $25 for an hour, and we get a chance to go over whatever it is that your heart desires, that you want to learn about. If you have any questions, you want to practice. Yes, ma'am, I still do the one-on-ones. Just DM me on Instagram and let me know. It's pretty much at your leisure. You let me know what time, and of course, it'll have to be on Central Standard Time, so that way we will be able to work together. Hello, Sade. Um, I think I don't know if you were in the earlier the earlier portion of my video where I talked about the cotton balls being in my monomer is because it's a hack to be able to get rid of the glitter off your brush. So that way when you go in and pick up another bead, you won't have glitter in that next bead. So that is the reason why. I only do that when I have like clients that are getting glitter. But sometimes, like I said, lately I've just been practicing, so I haven't really removed the glitter. So that's what that's for. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in and encapsulate, because if I was to remove these cotton balls, you should probably see the glitter at the bottom um, of my bowl, my little glass. And I had demonstrated earlier with my glitter acrylics, my custom glitters that I sell on my website. I had did a demonstration, and that's how you get the glitters off your brush. So I'm just gonna make sure I push this in there, because that's how it should be. There we go. So I'm just adding a little bit of thickness to my tip. And pushing the tip up. And another trick that you could do if you were working with darker colors and you were afraid that you were going to get the air bubbles in your acrylic, you could wet the entire nail, so that way you don't have to worry about that. And I'll show you on the next nail. Personally, I prefer acrylics. They're easier for me to do. Poly gel is definitely easier. It's easy to do as well, but I think the takeoff method for poly gel is a little bit different for my likings. But poly gel is easy to work with. Acrylic is easy to do too, but it takes a longer time to kind of get the application part down. So I think that's where a lot of people kind of just go right to poly gel, because you can use it right in the molds, and you'll get your nail. But it all takes practice. Everything that we do as nail technicians, it takes practice. So here's what I'm talking about. If you were afraid, just go ahead and wet the entire nail, so that way you don't get any air pockets in your acrylic. Hi Dee, how are you? So I'm probably gonna get this question the entire time another person's asking, why do I have the cotton balls in the monomer? See, look, I'm it's so funny to me. It's for glitter purposes. It helps get rid of the glitter that may still be on your brush. So that way you don't have to worry about going back in to pick up another another bead and having acrylic on that. So see, I don't know if you guys can tell because I was messing around. There was a piece of glitter, but the glitter should be at the bottom of my cotton ball. So it's there to absorb it so that way it doesn't get in my clear acrylic. See, there's a piece of glitter there. So I'll show you guys. Okay, so we'll let that dry. Actually, it was a hack that I saw on TikTok. So that is the reason why. So let me grab my tweezers for you guys. Hold on one second. So that way you guys are able to see this, right? So if I move this, and you guys look at the bottom of my dapping dish, you see that glitter that's down there? That keeps it at the bottom of my dapping dish. So that way I don't have to worry about the acrylic, my next bead, having glitter in it. So that's what that's for. And I only do this when my client requests glitter. Um, but other than that, I don't typically keep the cotton balls in there. But I've been practicing a lot lately, which you guys have probably heard this for the 5th time, possibly. Maybe not the 5th time. I'm probably exaggerating. Maybe it's like the 4th time. But yeah, that's why I have those in there. But it's not, I don't keep them in there. It's just that only when I'm dealing with glitter. But because I've been practicing, I just leave them in there. Okay. All right. So we did that. Brush is clean. Oop. Wipe these off. How do you avoid getting bubbles in your young nails clear powder? I always get bubbles. I don't have an issue um, with any other colors, but I've always had a issue with the clear. You just have to, when you drain your brush, here, I'll just do it again. I'll just grab a different brush, right? I'll get my same brush. So if you have bubbles in your clear, that means you have air pockets in your brush. So when you are getting ready to dip your brush in the monomer, right, you have to press your brush down to release those air bubbles. You probably can't see it. And then when you come up out of the liquid, make sure you dry one side off and then go into your clear. So right now this brush shouldn't have any air in it. So just take your time with practicing that, but also make sure that you're on the table in a glass jar or the glass dish, and then pull your brush up, and then you shouldn't have any bubbles whatsoever. But if you dip it and then kind of come up and then like tap your brush, you should have all sorts of air in your brush because you didn't release the air with one stroke. So yeah, hopefully that helps you. Again, I do, just like Miss Hawkins said, I do offer my one-on-one classes. I can walk through it with you guys. I can watch you do it. I can kind of give you some tips and tricks. If you're interested, just let me know. Again, you just have to DM me on Instagram, and we will go from there. So I'm still letting my nails dry. I'm gonna get me a nail file that I actually got off of Amazon. I want to try these out, which were my 100, 180 grit. So I want to just get me a nail file out of here. Let's try these today. I normally use the 80, 100 grit. Oop, there we go. There we go. All right, so they actually should almost be, yep. This one should be dry by the time we get to it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shake the sides. Push that in there. And just make sure that you are looking at your nail to kind of know if there's some more spots that you need to file. Right? Okay. Oops. Okay. My nail tips kind of slip out of the hand. Okay. Hello, hello. Okay, so I'm gonna take this down and I'm going to just push the tips in because because I want to get a good look at the nails from the client perspective. And not only that, I want to also crispen them up some. So this is what I will be looking at. I will have your client to hold their hand like this, so that way you can get a crisp. Okay. Let's push that down in there. All right. So now we are going to take our drill and we are going to change off our sanding band, and we are going to get our 5-in-1 drill bits, and we're going to turn this on about 5,000 RPMs. And what we're going to do is go around the cuticle as you would do your regular client, to make sure that you seal in those cuticles, the cuticle area. And then while I'm at it, I'm just going to go down the entire nail to make it nice and smooth. And then we're gonna check underneath the nail as well. So I only got this up. Typically with this hand, I normally have it on the ground, flat on the surface, but I wanted to give you guys a close-up, so I have it sitting on my stand. You can purchase a stand with this hand. I did not, because typically I just ball a towel, like fold a nice little towel, and the hand just sits like this. So typically, like I said, I am typically down here doing nails instead of having it so close to the camera, but I wanted to make sure that you guys can see everything that I'm doing, which is why I had it so close. But there is a stand that comes with this. I got this hand off of eBay. It was $65, but this hand, I love it. It's not a pain. Like I said, I only had it up because of for viewing purposes for you guys. But typically I just have it all the way down here, but as you see, you don't really have a good close-up view if I was down here versus me being closer to the camera for you guys to actually see what it is that I'm doing. That's the only reason why. But yes, you can get a stand. Only thing that I kind of do, I love this hand, don't get me wrong. The one thing that I do kind of dislike is that the tips kind of are like, they'll just come off. But I heard that there's some silicone adhesive that you can get with this hand, but I didn't purchase that, obviously. So that way you'll be able to adhere your tips to the nail, and then you won't have that lifting as much. So and this is actually a 5-in-1 drill bit. I think it's a Pana drill bit. It's not the tornado one. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. So there we have it. It's all nice and drilled down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over the nail with the file. Just to make sure it's all nice and smooth. To me, I have a little bit more control over being able to feel whether or not the nail is smooth. It only takes a little bit because you already just went over it. But again, I like to just double check and make sure it's all good. And as you guys see, that's why I'm holding it right here, because the tip is right there. And then sometimes I'm actually grabbing the entire nail. Do you prefer the hand over diamond? I like this hand. I also like the other practice hand, except for the nail tips would just pop off at any given time. So I actually wanted to try a red iguana hand because I think I heard that the tips actually stay in. So I wanted to try that hand just to say that I have a variety of hands, but I like them both. Okay. All right, so there we go. Nice and filed. And I am just going to go over it with my sanding band, and then we'll be able to cleanse the nails. I did put a piece of tape underneath there. It doesn't stick to the silicone. Trust me, I've tried it all. So that's why I'm like, the next thing that I'm gonna go to is the silicone glue. So now we're just gonna get rid of any scratches that we may have on the nail. And go around the cuticle to also seal that as well. Like I said, I bought this double-sided silicone tape, and I'm sorry, just the double-sided tape, and it didn't work. So trust me, I've tried it all, but like I said, I don't mind, because it just teaches you to hold the hand and hold the nail. So I'm not too upset with it. I'm not upset with it at all, actually. So okay, so there we have it. All nice, filed, shaped, and whatnot. So the only last thing to do is to buff gonna do that really quickly. Oops. Okay, and then at this time we're just gonna take a look at the nails and make sure that they are good, and if there's any spot that we possibly need to touch up, we are going to do just that. Let me put her ring back on. So there we have it. I see just a little bit right here in this corner. Again, nothing too major. Because this is the time where you want to fix anything that's regarding like dust and shaping of the nail. And then you can also just do this just to make sure you're looking good, because you want to look at it from the client's perspective. All right, I think I'm good. So here we go. Put my glue away. Now it's time to clean up. Typically this is the part where you send your clients to the bathroom, have them wash really nice, soap and water. For the sake of this video, I am going to use alcohol so we can clean her up real nice and good. I'm just gonna wipe her down. Okay. So here we are. And then I am going to use some hand sanitizer on my hands just so that way I can get rid of any dust that I might have on my hands. And we are going to pull our lamp close Put this on 60 seconds. And I am going to be using this SXC base coat and top coat for today. So what we're going to do is we are going to put some base coat on. Hi, Lily. How are you? Thanks for making it. So we're just going to make sure that we wipe off the sides so that way we don't lose our shape while this base coat is curing. Oop. And actually my hand touched that, so I'm going to go back in on that one and this one because I felt my hand touch that. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Okay, so let's go ahead and place that in the lamp. Okay, and so in the meantime, in between time, let's keep that there. So I'm going to be using 3 different types of red, black, and white. Let's see, 65, 68, 71. So let's see here. I want to play around with this for a minute. Again, this is gel polish. That's 71. Oop. I'll bring this forward here. There we go. 71. This is 68. 71 was cherry punch. 68 is lava red. Let's do it in 60 seconds. 65 is Thai chili red. Okay. And then I was thinking about doing some black, but I want to see how this turns out. I probably should just do white. You know what? Let me just do white. I think I might like that a little bit better. And then this white is from Nail Addict. I'm going to be taking my dotting tool and I am just going to be going back and forth through the polish. to kind of mix up some colors here. I probably should have put the white in between here, but it's all right. We'll see. And then I'm going to take this polygel brush that I had. It's an extra one that I have. And I'm going to be using the flat side to be able to pick this up. Okay, so I am going to add my top coat because we want this to be able to spread easily. Okay, so let's see here. So I'm just gonna go through here and pick it up. And I think I'm going to start in this corner here and start laying down this polish. A little bit goes a long way. I might go back in and pick up a little bit more white and kind of get that in there. All right, let's get that in the corner. And obviously it's spreading a little bit to the corner, which is okay. It's supposed to spread, right? So we're just gonna wipe it off. That's the purpose on why you put your why you put the base coat and then the top coat. So I'm just gonna get me some acetone just so that way we'll be able to kind of clean up a little bit as we go. And then, like I said, we can go back in and add, and then I would recommend to cure so that way the polish doesn't spread any further. If you like how that is, then I would say wait no more. Pop that in the lamp. Okay. And then in the meantime, we're going to clean off our brush. Right? And technically you could just wipe this off if you were done with it. I'm gonna move it out the way of the UV light though. We're feeling that it was gonna cure my gel polish, which I think that's what it was doing, y'all. So I don't want that. Okay, so obviously you could change up the colors on how you're gonna do it. So let's go ahead and let's do some whites this time first. And this polish is from a Nail Addict. I actually have a coupon code, which is for 45% off if you are interested. Then we're gonna come in with this red right here, which is Lava Red. Let's do Thai Chili. And let's do Cherry Punch on the other side of the whites. Okay. The tip came off while we were in there. It's all right. Okay. So let's keep going here. Let's add our top coat again. And as you are curing one hand, you could be doing the other. But obviously, for this video, I only have one hand. But that's why I say if you're afraid you're gonna mess up, just go ahead and cure it so that way it doesn't move. Okay, so we did that. Now let's go ahead and let's draw some good old designs in here. All right. And then let's make sure our brush is dry so we can pick it up. And I think I'm going to go here and grab that. And I think I want to do some on the side here. I'm going to go back in and pick up a little bit more. Okay, so I like that, and let's go ahead and let's pop this in the lamp. Okay, so just for a little bit, right? So there we go. And again, you can choose to wipe it off, start over, whatever floats your boat. You'll get something new every single time, and again, you might find a different color pattern that you may like. And I also like to double check my brush before I put it back in the white, just to make sure that there is no red on it. Okay. Again, you can do something like that, and you can go over it again like that. Sure, we'll do that on the next one. Okay, and let's add our top coat. So yeah, you can experiment. You can add 2 coats of white, 3 coats of white, and 1 red, you know, whatever floats your boat. Okay. And so again, like I said, just find where you want to pick it up. And I'm just going to run it through here and pick it up. And I'm going to start in the middle of the nail. And I'm going to go through here and pick up some more. Let's pick it up a little bit more. Okay. And actually, if you don't want to put in the lamp, you can take your little mini nail LED lamp and cure it. Okay, because we're gonna do a full cure after it's all said and done. And let's go ahead and let's get a clean one. So Stacy is recommending that we do 2 coats of white, second and last line. Sure. So let's do Thai chili. Here's the second coat, which is white. Okay. Let's do cherry punch. Let's do lava red. And then last line, let's do another white as requested. Okay. And then we're gonna take that good old dotting tool. And let's do that. Let's drag it through here, maybe there. That looks pretty over there. Okay. And then let's clean off our brush. All right, so it can be nice and clean. And we are going to apply our top coat to here. And let's go ahead and let's pick up from this corner here. Now let's start at the top. And let's pick up again. Let's keep going down the nail. Make sure we get that cuticle area, right? Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna pick up just a little bit here and add just a little bit more white through that. Okay. And then I'm going to cure it. Shine my light on it if you don't want to put it in the lamp, just so that way it doesn't move. Okay, and so now we're gonna do a full 60-second cure. And we are going to clean up in the midst of it. Yeah, you definitely can see more white. As I said, it's to each its own, whatever look you're going for. Like I said, you can do this with different colors. Like I said, my inspiration was this blue, which was this right here. But I kind of wanted to do red. So I wanted more red than blue. So, or white, you know. So I'm gonna wipe this down. my palette up until next time. And I'm going to actually do another cure inside the lamp for another 60 seconds because I want to make sure that this is completely cured, because there's nothing like being able to touch your nails and then something is not fully cured, or if one of your clients happens to leave and they smudge their nail and it's not fully cured underneath before you apply the top coat. You know, that's like the worst feeling for your clients. And not only that, you know, it's not a good look on you either. So personally, that's why I say cure as many times as you need to, especially if you are just doing cleanup at this moment. Let them cure them nails, okay? Because you want to make sure that they are fully cured. This is just a glass tile. That's all. That's my palette. I like the look of it. So just a piece of glass tile. You can get these at Home Depot, or you can get them on Amazon. They do have those too. I do know they have them there, so if you're interested. Okay, so we're going to tighten up our good old bottles. We'll tighten the top coat up. Sorry, Black, I didn't use you today. It's all right, but just imagine the color combination that you can do with, you know, this type of design. Like I said, the possibilities are endless of what you can do. So we will put our brush up. Again, this was just an extra poly gel brush that came in a kit, and I just happened to use that. This I just bought not too long ago. That also helps. So here we go. Nails are cured. I'll push them in though a little bit more because they were. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply the top coat. So I am still going to use my XXC top coat. You could add some foils to this. You can add maybe a layer of crystals if you so choose to do so. You can do so many things. Okay, and let's put these in for a final cure. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Allison. Do you know if I can use 50% alcohol with polygel, or does it have to be 70% or higher? I always use 70 and up, just like Stacy. So typically that's what is at the drugstore, Walgreens, CVS, you name it. I just typically use that. Okay, so here we are. I'm just gonna clean up this silicone hand because obviously, as you guys see, it's just a little bit of dust on the hand. But that's why I like to go wash my hand, my silicone hand, that is. So here we are. Kind of got some dust everywhere still, but you guys understand. I got the dust off as much as possible. Let me use one more wipe. I'm gonna flip it over. Okay. So with that being said, we cleaned up the dust as much as possible on the nails. You guys know the favorite parts of this video. All right, just put a little dab. Obviously, a lot goes a long way. If you feel like there's not enough, you know, because we want the photos to be all nice and pretty. Let's make sure we get those all nice and smudged in there. I'm gonna just take one more. Okay, so just in case you happen to get some oil on the nail, it's okay. Just wipe them off. And there you have it. Push that down some. There we go. Again, you can do this with any color of your choice. Again, I just wanted the blue for something different. And let's get another. Let's do a photo from this way, like she's grabbing something. Let's put her here. Okay. There you have it. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button for me. Again, I'll be coming to you guys with more and more videos. Disregard the thumb. I don't ever really do the thumb. I'll be coming to you guys with more and more videos, especially next week. But if you guys have any questions for me, let me know. Hopefully I walked through all the steps with you guys. Again, you can use any colors you like, whatever floats your boat. Again, I think this is super cute because it actually is like red, pink, and white. So it adds that little flavor, a little bit of darkness, a little bit of lightness. So I am with it. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at IamBiscuit7, TikTok at IamBiscuit7. Erica says, Biscuit, I have you on the TV and Mr. is watching and asking questions. Okay, all right. Woo. Hello there. But thank you all so much for tuning in and rocking with me as always. And until next time, you guys stay safe wherever you are. And I will see you in the next one.